kind of crazy. It is kind of crazy. But the Indiana Fever just drew 2 million viewers without Caitlin Clark. That is mental. That is absolutely mental.
Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever just shattered another viewership milestone. And of course, Angel Reese is once again trying to insert herself into the spotlight. And no, not in a fun oops we did it again kind of way. Somewhere, a dusty old Nielsen box probably exploded from pure shock. Last time, Caitlin broke the internet. This time, she may have broken the entire logic of live TV. Grandmas are tuning in, toddlers are posing mid-juice box, and somewhere in deep space, aliens are learning English just to chant let's go Fever. This isn't just a sports moment, it's a full-blown pop culture phenomenon in high tops. And yet, Angel Reese still thinks she's the main attraction. Comment Caitlin is the needle below if you know who the real draw is. Let's go.
Numbers are in for the Indiana Fever Chicago Sky game, and I'm telling you right now, it's box office. God.
1,000 viewers, becoming the most viewed WNBA game on ION this season, despite Caitlin Clark's absence. The Caitlin Clark effect continues even when she's not on the court. Folks, this is a big deal.
Which brings us straight into the absolute chaos that was Sky versus Fever, because this wasn't just a basketball game, it was an interdimensional ratings bulldozer, 1.9 million viewers. Yeah, you read that right. Nearly 2 million people tuned in for this WNBA clash, skipping over crime dramas, cooking show reruns, and probably a few painfully awkward family dinners. It outdrew movies, news, and whatever else was clogging up primetime. Somewhere, a network exec just did a spit take with their $7 latte, realizing they tucked this instant classic into the wrong time slot.
And I'm telling you right now, it did not stop the fans from wanting to watch this. I told y'all what it was. As long as we got to do is keep supporting the team, Caitlin Clark will be back in no time. Just as long as we make sure things stay on the up and up, everything is going to remain on the up and up. And now since we got Ari McDonald out there balling like there's no tomorrow, she's even more entertaining to watch anyways as of right now. She's giving life to the Indiana Fever fan base. So shout out to Ari McDonald in drawing this viewership. That's who I'm putting the numbers on. I'm telling you right now, without Caitlin Clark being there, people can say what they want. People wanted to see Ari McDonald ball out, bro.
Now, of course, Angel Reese saw those numbers. There's no way she didn't. If TV ratings had paparazzi, Angel would be front and center, striking a pose with a step and repeat banner behind her. She's ready to walk the metaphorical red carpet, claiming all 1.9 million viewers tuned in for her game face, rebounding arms, and those don't try me expressions strong enough to fry an iPhone screen. In Angel's version of reality, Caitlin Clark isn't the main event. She's just guest starring on the Angel Reese Renaissance Tour I
just want to say 1.9 million viewers for the Indiana Fever versus Chicago Sky game Saturday on CBS. The game Caitlin Clark missed due to injury. It's the third most watched WNBA game of the 2025 season. The Fever versus Sky opened at 2.7 million and Fever versus Liberty 2.2 million. And I'm telling you right now, guess who got the most views? The Indiana Fever. Hands down, the Indiana Fever got more views than any other damn team in the league. Telling you, bro, this team is single-handedly holding this thing.
And credit where it's due, Angel's confidence is absolutely bulletproof. She's probably got a full canvas slideshow ready, hacked with bar graphs and pie charts proving her presence boosts ratings, stock prices, and maybe even clears up the weather. Her Instagram probably has a pinned story called ratings queen. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark is basically allergic to the spotlight. She's just out here casually launching logo threes like she's shooting around in an empty gym. She doesn't chase clout. Clout checks her schedule first.
No matter who the Fever are playing. It does not matter who the Fever are playing, they're getting big viewership. They're getting massive viewership. And 1.92 million viewers is still crazy. Like, that is that's probably one of the top 15 most viewed WNBA games of all time.
Yet, here we are, once again asking the question of the century. Asterisk, who's really bringing the viewers? Asterisk, who's the magnet? And who's just the paperclip? Debating this is like arguing whether pizza or cheese is more important to the slice. Angel? She's fireworks. Loud, explosive, impossible to ignore. But Caitlyn? Caitlyn is gravity. She doesn't just play in the game. She asterisk centers asterisk the whole galaxy. Her passes land like poetry. Her shots bend the laws of physics. And through it all, her calm presence makes her the eye of the storm.
It's been hard for me, but adjusting and just kind of have that mindset of like just moving on has been something I've tried to.
Let's be real. No one tuned in for awkward layups and icy stares. That 1.9 million showed up for the asterisk spectacle asterisk. This wasn't just a game. It was reality TV with jump shots, tech fouls, and enough drama to fuel a full season. Angel's body language alone deserves an Emmy. She celebrates a block like she just pulled a puppy out of oncoming traffic. Her flair is electric, her energy magnetic. But Caitlyn asterisk orchestrates asterisk the chaos. She doesn't just play the game. She asterisk narrates asterisk it with every dribble, every no-look pass, every logo 3 that sends the crowd into orbit.
Hey, bro. Check out some of these comments, man. Let's check out some of these comments. But guys, I'm telling you right now, 1.9 million views without Caitlyn Clark is exceptionally well. Exceptionally well, man. Exceptionally well. I can't even lie. I can't even make this up, bro. Can't even lie. Somebody said we'll see the numbers in 2 days for ESPN game tonight for Liberty versus Sky. Bro, like, we already know. So, Caitlyn, like, we already know they're not going to have any views, bro. Caitlyn Clark is still there. People will show up just to watch her on the sidelines. They don't care.
Angel's post-play reactions have become iconic. When she swats a shot into next week, the celebration that follows is pure theater. She's giving the people exactly what they came for: intensity, attitude, and enough drama to keep NBA Twitter buzzing for the next 72 hours. Meanwhile, Caitlyn brings the balance. Her game is surgical, like someone coded her in a video game and forgot to cap the stats. One drains buckets, the other steals scenes, and together, they're creating something asterisk special asterisk. This rivalry? It's the WNBA's Trojan horse, sneaking the league past traditional sports borders and straight into pop culture's front yard. Suddenly, meme pages, sideline bloggers, and fantasy league dads are debating field goal percentages. Your neighbor in cargo shorts. Yeah, he's now an expert on Caitlyn's shooting mechanics. Even the Fever had to tweet it out. Every seat filled. Oh my goodness. Every seat. No open seat. Are you kidding me? My goodness, man. Gamebridge was electric in today's home opener. Now you know. Asterisk. And that asterisk. Now you know asterisk. It's harder than any flagrant foul Caitlyn took last year. But seriously, this is big. This is real. And yeah, Angel's part of that story too. Frustrated, she's not wrong to want some flowers for her contributions, but here's the twist: every time someone says, "This isn't all about Caitlyn," the ratings jump again. It's like trying to dim the sun with a blanket. Caitlyn's appeal only grows. You could block her shot, but good luck blocking her shine. She's not trying to be the star of the show, she just is. But make no mistake, Angel is essential to the show. Every great story needs tension to foil a wild card, and that's a good thing. Their rivalry is the stuff of sports fiction, opposite styles, contrasting energies, and just enough passive-aggressive stare-downs to keep the cameras rolling. Angel Reese Part 38, let's get it. Life throws her lemons, she makes bricks bang sa to anyone watching. She is right-handed, by the way. She missed the rim by 3 feet. Man bang, I got to say, this is my favorite summer sitcom, Pan Butter Pecan. Here's a stat: she's been blocked 20 times, and she's only made 21 hoops. What their dynamic is so compelling, it feels scripted. One brings flash, one brings finesse, one talks, the other lets her game speak. It's a yin-yang that has fans picking sides like it's March Madness meets Mean Girls. Team Caitlyn, Team Angel. It doesn't matter. What matters is that they're showing up, selling out arenas, and dragging women's sports into the spotlight with every step, dribble, and dirty look. This isn't fluff. This is movement. This is impact. People are tuning in for the skills, staying for the spice, and coming back because they can't help but care. Caitlyn may be the nucleus, but Angel keeps the whole thing spinning. The WNBA found its formula: star power, rivalries, and just the right amount of pettiness. and it's working, but it was obviously on TV. It says here, sorry, it was on CBS, so it had only 300k viewers, less than Fever vs. Liberty, and that is a mental one. That is actually a mental one. Like, it doesn't really like the Fever and Sky is a rivalry people seem to want to watch genuinely. It's a rivalry people seem to want to watch. And it's a rivalry people like people care about. You see here, obviously ahead of it, Annie Costable wrote about the history. And look, it's not even about the history. It's not about history. It's because of the storylines. It's because of the drama. It's because of all of this stuff. So yeah, 9 million people tuned in. Some came for Caitlyn, some showed up for Angel, most came for the tension that can only be described as ESPN meets Bravo. But all of them witnessed something that felt bigger than basketball. It was entertainment, energy, elevation, all wrapped in a showdown. And you better believe the exec who greenlit this game is now sitting in a puddle of confetti, whispering, schedule the rematch. Here's the kicker that makes this entire saga even more legendary. Caitlyn Clark didn't even set foot on the hardwood for that record-smashing game. That's right, she was on the bench nursing an injury, probably sipping electrolytes, sketching new playbook ideas, or solving astrophysics problems. Just for fun. Still, the viewership didn't just show up, they surged in like it was the Super Bowl of women's hoops. That's what happens when you're no longer just an athlete, but a cultural event. Caitlyn doesn't need to lace up to take over. Her gravitational pull is strong enough to shift TV ratings like tectonic plates. People don't just watch her, they orbit her. Indiana Fever continue to fly high on the ratings when it comes to cable TV. Did this most recent meeting get them? Well, we are about to find out. Sans Clark, Fever Sky still among top 10 WNBA games since 2001. Despite the absence of Caitlyn Clark, the Fever Sky rivalry delivered one of the top 10 largest regular season or playoff WNBA audiences in the past 2 decades on CBS primetime. Saturday's Fever Sky WNBA regular season game averaged 92 million viewers on CBS, marking the 8th largest WNBA regular season audience since 2001. But don't worry, Angel Reese was ready with her spreadsheet, a pie chart, and maybe even a TED top to break down how the 9 million viewers were there strictly for her. According to Angel math, her 4 points and 12 rebounds were enough to single-handedly drag national attention. That's right, 4 points as in the number of candles on a toddler's birthday cake somehow became headline-worthy. Add in the rebounds, or as she likes to call them, meows. And it's as if we're witnessing the basketball equivalent of a lunar eclipse. She strutted through the post-game like she just saved basketball itself, and the performance, let's just say it was more haunted house than highlight reel, full of missed shots, awkward floaters, and enough bricks to build a patio. Another diabolical stat, she's 190 of 59 from less than 5 feet away. How about that, man? She should work at housekeeping for hotels, cause she could turn it over quickly. Lost by 27, scored only 4 points against the Indiana Fever. Dimension, no Caitlyn Clark. No problem giving go, take a given, no shot of working. You prefer a car or plane? For what? For how you want to travel? That's too many steps, and you can't do that. Here's where things shift from amusing to completely surreal. The WNBA is having a full-on glow-up, sellout crowds, merchandise that evaporates off shelves. Grandmas are asking who the Indiana Fever is, and yet Caitlyn Clark could literally be in a hoodie in the 3rd row chewing gum and still generate more buzz than the player actually sprinting up and down the floor. You could toss a Caitlyn cardboard cutout into the corner, and fans would still chant her name like it's a revival meeting. Meanwhile, Angel Reese is fighting tooth and nail online, tweeting and reposting like a PR intern trying to justify her existence with a stat line so quiet you could miss it during a bathroom break. Talk about what you guys are talking about, which is Angel Reese versus Caitlyn Clark. Chicago Sky versus Indiana Fever, yeah, on national TV, except ain't Caitlyn Clark hurt, yeah. So what a perfect time to shine. If you're Angel Reese, the floor is all yours. A lot of people are saying she's the one that lit the torch and is carrying the torch for the WNBA. A lot of people are saying it's Caitlyn Clark. No better chance to show and prove. Well, the response from that national televised game is a little disturbing, and Caitlyn's impact, it goes way beyond the court. She's not just a star player, she's the spark plug of an entire movement. Her mere presence sends shockwaves through social media. She doesn't need a ball in her hand to dominate the discourse. One glance, one smile, one clip of her tapping a teammate on the shoulder becomes content gold. Meanwhile, Angel's running her own highlight documentary in her head, casting herself as the overlooked genius, narrating every side eye and rebound like it's a scene in her personal sports biopic. Spoiler alert, the rest of the world isn't watching the same movie. So Angel Reese came out and had a 12-rebound, 4-2-assist game in the absence of Caitlin Clark tonight. Angel, they're not coming for you, they're coming to watch the prodigal son or daughter Caitlin Clark. So as the Indiana Fever beat the Chicago Sky by 29 points without Caitlin Clark, I asked the EVT community to y'all have eyes, because Caitlin Clark isn't just a character in this season. She's the main arc, the twist, the finale, and the teaser trailer for what's coming next. Every sports writer has her name saved in autofill. Every network builds its graphics around her. Angel Reese, she's doing her best orbiting around Caitlin's spotlight, trying to convert box core mediocrity into cultural dominance. 4 points in her hands become a Shakespearean monologue. Meanwhile, Caitlin's just existing, and that's enough to break the internet. Now you've got to respect Angel's effort. It's bold, it's brash, it's borderline inspirational. She's pushing her narrative like it's an NFT drop. But even with all that hustle, Caitlin, still on the sidelines, is pulling more eyeballs than a front row fight at a heavyweight title match. Angel's working overtime, Caitlin's just breathing and breaking the algorithm. I have yet to see a single example of Angel Reese being a leader outside of rebounding her missed layups. What does Angel Reese do? What is her contribution? You tell me, because I'm not seeing it. I know I'm harsh on Angel Reese, but she considers herself a star. If you're going to call yourself a star, I expect you to perform like a star, especially in big moments. Caitlin Clark was injured. Angel Reese was the only star on the court last night, and for 27 minutes she completely disappeared. The fans, all they've caught on social feeds, are packed with jokes about how Caitlin blinking is more eventful than a full Angel Reese quarter. Her hair tie adjustment becomes a trending topic. Her casual gum chewing has Twitter guessing flavors like it's the Zapruder film. Angel's out there sweating through 30 minutes of hustle, and the crowd still staring at Caitlin like she's about to drop a mixtape. There are Reddit threads discussing Caitlin's body language, TikToks analyzing her bench demeanor, Instagram fan pages posting screenshots of her just watching the game. Meanwhile, Angel's out there giving 110% and getting 10% of the buzz. It's not just unfair, it's hilarious, because Caitlin doesn't have to manufacture moments. She is the moment. How high would you say the ceiling is for Caitlin year 2? Yeah, I mean, what ceiling? What did Michael? I always like to quote Michael Jordan in these moments. The ceiling is the roof. Yeah, she was incredible last year, learned a lot about the league, so she's just probably going to add not necessarily anything to her game. I know she worked out in the offseason and talks about her strength and wanting to get more physical, but it's the experience part that, as you get older in this league, starts to show itself, combined with the skill. So she knows the league now, and so that's dangerous. She's surrounded by a ton of talent. They did really well in free agency, but yeah, it's her second year, so it'll be fun to see what adjustments she makes and what she did learn. Even the broadcasters are in on it. You'll hear Madame Nice pass by Ree. But let's check in on Clark, and boom, we cut to Caitlin adjusting her hoodie, and the crowd goes nuts. Angel could have just nailed a fast break layup, but nope. We're back to Caitlin clapping from the sidelines, and somehow it feels like the highlight of the game, and that's the reality. Angel's battling against not just the numbers, not just the fan base, but the energy. The Caitlin Clark effect is so potent, it overshadows actual in-game action. When fans are ranking bench reactions over box scores, you know you're witnessing something special. Caitlin is giving silent, seated, sovereign superstar vibes, and its magnetic. Angel is trying to construct her own media moment out of scraps, but Caitlin's just there. And that's enough. She's selling out arenas, igniting headlines and inspiring breakdowns, all while nursing an injury. It's not even about playing anymore, it's about presence. Angel is performing, Caitlin is resonating. That's the difference. A matter of fact, this might have been the first WNBA game broadcast on CBS and prime time. If it's not the first, it's one of very few. This was a big moment. I'm sure the WNBA would call it historic. Angel Reese is playing in an NBA arena in prime time on network television on Saturday night. Outside of regular season baseball, maybe the College World Series, there was no competition on television. The eyes of the sports world were focused on Angel Reese in the WNBA, and Angel Reese once again proved why no one is watching her. So when 9 million people tune into a game Caitlin doesn't even play, it says more than any stat sheet ever could. She doesn't need to demand the spotlight. It finds her. Angel Reese might be waving her arms, screaming, "Look at me." But Caitlin just sits back and watches the scoreboard of influence keep climbing in her favor. And at the end of the day, this isn't just about basketball, it's about cultural relevance, it's about magnetism. And right now, Caitlin Clark is the gravity holding the WNBA together. Whether she's sinking threes or sitting out, she's the one everyone's watching, and no amount of Instagram stories or overanalyzed rebounds can change that. That's the game, that's the difference. Angel's chasing the moment. Caitlin is the moment. And until that changes the cameras, the fans and the narrative will keep coming back to the same courtside seat where Caitlin Clark, hoodie on legs crossed, is quietly running the league from the bench. Comment Caitlin is the needle down below to show who really is the draw. Like, subscribe, and turn on all notifications so you never miss out. Click the video on the screen, and we will see you in the next.